change your life for the better, get to the next level of living, we can get rid of all the negative thoughts. We can get rid of the lack of motivation, and we can get you into that stage where you understand that this is the person you're supposed to be. Find your purpose. Find who you are. Find who you know you can be. Discover your true sculpted body underneath anything that you have in the way right now. And that's the same as your mindset. We discover how we can chip off all the negative, all the bad habits, chip away from it, and get you down to the grit of how you are supposed to be thinking and how you're supposed to be living your life. This is a gradual understanding of who I was compared to who I needed to be. I know how bad I wanted it, but I didn't understand what it took to get it. I thought all it took was me getting up, going to the gym, and that would just become a habit. It can become a habit if your mindset is correct. If your mindset isn't right, it becomes a motivation. Motivations end. You can be motivated to go to the movies Monday, and then on Friday, when it's actually time to go, you don't want to go anymore. The same thing is working out. You can tell yourself that you're going to work out every day, but that one day that you don't feel like it, you don't go. And then you beat yourself up and you say, well, whatever, the next day you don't go, you're not motivated, and then you just tell yourself that you're a loser. Well, I can tell you that in this life, we actually have too many losers at the moment. We need to have more learners. We have winners and losers. That's the majority of what's existing in life right now. We need to have more winners, learners, and losers. The losers are going to exist. We're just going to make you not one. We're going to make you a learner. That's what I became. We are overlooking a whole category of people, and that's the people that I want to focus on right now, because I was the person that you are looking at me right now. I was that loser that knew he wasn't a loser, but couldn't understand how to be a winner. In order to change my world, to change my mindset, I had to think differently. And I just took myself to a different mindset. That mindset, when I realized that I was watching too much and not doing enough, I decided that I'd get up every day and just start moving. I didn't really have a plan, because I've had a plan before, and I've trained, and I've had years of experience training people, training myself, and I've never been completely satisfied, because I've always wanted to reach the next plateau, but I wasn't in the shape that I wanted to be in. I knew I could be in better shape, I just didn't know how. Well, eventually getting up every day at 5 o'clock wasn't just forceful. Now it's becoming a habit. Now it's becoming a routine. And now I'm adding a routine to it. Now I'm changing the way I eat. Now, after I change the way I eat, I'm changing how I approach the gym. I changed how I approach the morning when I wake up. I'm not late to the gym anymore. I'm on time, because now I'm waking up early enough to understand that I need to be in a certain mindset to complete what I need to complete in the gym. This changed my whole life around. Before you know it, I was eating because I needed to, not because I wanted to. I was training because it was becoming a habit, not because I had to force myself. Even on the days where I didn't feel like it, I woke up, and by the time I was finished training, I had forgotten that I even didn't want to go that day. These are the same issues that we deal with daily. We know what's going to allow us to give comfort to us not completing a task. We want to progress. I've researched my behavior. I've taken therapy. I've even taken some medications. And I am not going to steer you away from actually taking therapy, because I know that it's beneficial initially. At some point, you have to take control of your life. Once we realize that whatever it is that we're going through with our job, with our families, with our friends, with anything, it's not us that's the problem. It's me. Turn to the mirror, look at yourself, and say, I am the problem. The only thing that you have control over is yourself. You blame yourself for anything that is not going the way you want it to go in your life, and you will be able to change those things. Same as fitness, same as mentality. Most will separate fitness from mentality, saying that if I get my mental right, then I'll be able to go to the gym, and I'll be able to figure out how. You have to start. This is for people who are resetting or starting. Those who understand that they need to reset in order to acquire and adapt and get to where they need to be. It wasn't easy for me. And I wasn't in good shape. And I needed to get to the next plateau. Maybe you're happy with your physical, and maybe the mental is the part that you wanted to deal with. It's going to be all relative. Once you decide to look into that mirror and say that you're the problem, you start breaking yourself down. What could I have done better? What can I do better? What will I do better? What will I do? The question is going to come up, and it will be a question mark, and it may be a question for a while, because once you start looking into yourself, the process has begun. It can definitely be noticeably changed in 90 days with consistency. Once I reach this point that I'm able to actually look at myself, and tell myself that I need to change, because I'm the only person that can change me. Most of us are grown enough and have been through enough to understand what can happen, what are the repercussions to our actions. Understand the power you have inside of you so you can control it. Right now, you may not know that you have this power, so you don't control it. See, a lot of us think that we walk around looking strong by being loud and by being aggressive. But all that is a pure sign that you're struggling with whether or not you believe that you're strong enough. So you have to constantly prove it. What I will show you today is how to be more of a calculated person. When it comes to fitness, the challenge of actually getting up and doing something is going to be the tragedy in your life. When you don't want to do something and you make yourself do it, you're traumatizing your body, and your body like, come on, we already know we don't want to do this. What are you doing? And it fights against you. That's your mental trying to take you to the safe place that it knows it can protect you, because it has no physical ability. It can only protect you through understanding that it knows that these things are safe because it's been there before. I want you to put yourself in a position where you're waking up every day. You wake up daily. You do 5 to 10 minutes of workout daily for 30 days. Every day for 30 days. You adjust your eating to feeding yourself when you need energy, not just because you have cravings. The cravings come from our learned habits of eating. Most of the things that we eat throughout the day, we don't need. Most of the time when you feel hungry, you're not. Now, if your body feels like it needs some food, that's probably your stomach trying to eat away at the bacteria from the food that you had the night before. We need to change how we look at food during this process. I'm here to get you in shape. I'm here to make you mobile. I'm here to make you understand that there is a fountain of youth, that there is a mobility train that you can hop on that will keep you progressing and not declining as you grow into yourself. How I did it. I know it can be done. When you come into moving your mindset, you want to reset everything. We're going to get you to understand movement and how to coordinate yourself, because the movements will progressively get a bit more difficult, but not if you train the foundation and the base of where we need to start. The objective is to start early and move for about 5 to 10 minutes nonstop. That's it. I mean, there are so many excuses that we have as humans to not do things. It's ridiculous. 5 to 10 minutes out of your day. There are most of you will complain that you don't have time to work out. You don't have time to go to the gym. You don't have time to wake up. The baby's going to cry. And this all is a result of you not getting up early enough, or you not using the time that you have to your advantage. The reason you wake up earlier is so you can do things that you wouldn't be able to do if you woke up on the time that you have adjusted for your morning schedule. You're never going to feel like getting up. That is the time that you need to get up. Once you decide to get up at that moment, Go to the basement, go to the empty room, go to the middle of your floor, and you do this routine. You will forget by the end of that 5 to 10 minutes that you even didn't want to get up. You may be burnt out. And if you ever get started, because getting started takes some time. It may take you a minute to get up and walk to this space that you have. And once you're standing in this space, you may stand there for about 5 to 10 minutes thinking about whether or not you're going to do it. Then you have to motivate your body to drop and do the first movement. Once that starts, you won't stop. If you can understand that, getting up, it may actually get easier. When you have a child, do you want to get up and feed that child? No, but you do. Why? Because the baby is crying. Your body is literally crying to you right now that it wants to move. When you look at yourself, you are crying to yourself, telling yourself that you want to move. Looking at yourself in the mirror saying, I need to get rid of this. Do you know how many times I walked past the mirror, stood there, and just started calling myself all types of names? You fat boy, fatty McFat fat. Look at the fat guy. Who's that? Me? Oh, I know I'm talking to myself. Yeah, I do all of that stuff. Not anymore, because I changed it. And I got tired of beating myself up and playing victim when I was the only one that could change it. Who am I playing victim for? Nobody can walk in here and change anything for me. It's stuff that I have to do for myself. Look at yourself in the mirror and understand that no one can come wake you up out of the bed to change your physical. You have to do it for yourself. Once you start taking that control, your mind will also allow you to control it a little more because it starts to trust you. Your mind does not trust you. Believe it or not, there's all types of frequencies that we connect to outside of our body. God, whatever you want to call it, the atmosphere, the ozone, whoever you want to connect your energy to, that is exactly what's happening. And that energy, it doesn't trust you when it knows that you're going to destroy yourself by giving yourself this negative thought about it. So it wants to go to the safe place to protect you. But once you start taking control, you wake up in the morning, you get up, you go down, you do it every day for 30 days. Your mind will begin to trust you, and then you can actually advance to the next stage. But you can't tell yourself that you're not going to do it. You can't tell yourself that you don't want to. We already know you don't want to. We already know that it's going to be hard. We already know that you don't see how you're going to be able to do this for 30 days. We already know that 30 days sounds like an eternity. But once the 30 days passes and you've done absolutely nothing, you're going to look at yourself like in that 30 days, like, I could have done that for 30 days. Once you start waking up and moving and doing the routine, you will forget. Days will go by. It'll be a week. Then you'll be like, wait a minute. I'm already done this for 2 weeks. I can do this another 2 weeks. You may wake up and say, I've only done this for 2 days. How am I going to do this another 28 days? By doing it. See, we are the controllers and the destroyers of our own mindset. Now, what we want to do is we want to wake up. You can have water. Do not eat. This is transitioning your mindset. This is creating a trauma for you. This is creating an emergency in your body to understand that a change needs to happen. I don't want you to be the most comfortable when you're doing this. I don't want you to wake up, have coffee, sit back for 5 to 10 minutes, think about what you're going to do, write it down. I don't want you to do any of that. I want you to get up, get to it. Then after that, you can do things. After that, you can start writing down. As a matter of fact, once you get your physical juices flowing, your mind will start actually thinking a bit open as well, and you'll be able to write and adjust and drink your coffee and have your day light moments from that point on. Believe it or not, trust me, when you wake up and you start exercising every day and you get used to it and your energy starts to shift from when you wake up groggy to maybe working out and feeling fatigued because you're not used to it, to waking up feeling groggy, working out and feeling energized because your body was waiting for it, and when you don't give it to it, it becomes groggy again. So you can't, that's why you have to do it consistently. That's why you have to do it for the 30 days straight, because once you stop, your body's gonna be like, that's what I like. that day. Can we go back to that day? Then it happens to be, oh, you did it Monday through Thursday. You didn't do it Friday. Okay, we don't do it Saturday. All right, we'll just start Monday again. That happens too many times. The consistency is a main part. I cannot stress this enough. The more days you take off with this type of program. Now, if we were building the program if I was building a routine where I say go to the gym and just go hard, go ham, go get it in for 30 to 40 minutes every day, bam, just press weight, throw weight around the gym, toss it up in the air, catch it and get big. All right, you need a break from that type of working out. But we haven't gotten there yet. We're just getting started. We have to change your mindset to even think about getting there for a long period of time, because you can do that for a month and you can feel good, but it won't be any results in 3 months because you will not be able to keep up with it if your mindset doesn't change in order to put you consistently doing it every day. So you want to get up, you want to hop straight to it. You don't want to waste time. In order to feel the results, I want you to be proud of yourself. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I did that. I knew I could do it. Or actually, I didn't even know I could do it, but I did it. I want you to understand what you are capable of, and it starts right now. This is where it starts. All right, what we're going to do is get up, pee, whatever. Go to your space. Set a timer. It should not take you longer than 10 minutes to do this. You do 20 mountain climbers. That is, wake up, put your hands on the floor. These are mountain climbers. You do these 20 times, meaning 20 times each leg. So technically you're going to go back and forth between the transition of legs 40 times. That'll equal 20 times a leg. You will jump up, then you will do knee thrust. This knee thrust, this is a lunge to knee thrust. The reason I will have you do this is because I believe everybody knows how to do a lunge. And as maybe your knee thrust doesn't look as good as this one, thank you very much, but it will also give you the mobility to understand that you need to bring your leg up. I'm more concerned with you bringing your leg up than doing a knee thrust, whatever you want to call it, perfectly. My objective is to get you to come down, to come up, and start controlling your balance. You're doing that 20 times, okay? Now, from there, as you can see, we go straight into the side hop squats. You do side hop squats. Yeah, side hop squats. Let's go. Okay, anyway, back to, all right, side hop squats. We're going to do those 20 times, okay? Do that 4 times. Thank you very much. Do not stop. You cycle through those 3 exercises 4 times every day for a week. That is the first week of the 30 days. In this process, while you wake up, you don't eat, and you finish working out, find something after you work out that is going to give you energy. An apple, an orange. A lot of it is very simple. You can go straight to your local grocery store, pick up the most vegetables and the most fruit that you can get, and you just eat that throughout the day, all day. We are cleansing you from not just transitioning from who you are to who you're going to be, but we need to cleanse your body so your body is new shell for you to take control over with the new mindset that you will acquire once you stick to this consistently. That's what it's about. We are cleansing us. We are turning the leaf. We are changing the tide. We are putting ourselves in a new position to control. Out of the old captain's chair into the new. This shell has been rebuilt, we polished it up, and we're not going to mess it up for nothing. If you think that for 1 second you could take these old habits with you and keep the shell that you're going to create, you will disrespect everything that you've done. The objective is to keep that shell brand new because you're building it from ground up. There are moments when you can eat whatever you want. But when and where to do that is knowledge that comes from when you know how not to do it at all. When you don't eat cake for 90 days, you've craved it throughout the 90 days, but you've also showed self-restraint. These are the things that make you a stronger person mentally and physically because your body doesn't need it. It's craving it. When you tell your body, I'm not giving you that, your mind's like, hell yeah. Your mind's like, let's do this, man. We're not going to, I like this guy. What else are we not doing? We're not going to tell ourselves that we cannot complete a task. We're going to complete tasks. We're going to get up early. We're going to not eat garbage. We're going to eat what we only need. We're going to drink water. But this is why we will succeed, because we will have these elements embedded in us from making them routine daily, fighting against the nose, fighting against the urges, and telling ourselves that we're better than that. Training martial arts is key for me because it shows you the ability of your bodies. Now, I won't be training in this program. I'm a capoeirista. I've trained Taekwondo. I train capoeira. I've trained some kickboxing. So I'm using it to implement certain things because it will help you understand the ability of your body, and it will change your mentality because it helps you control what you know you can do. It helps you become a stronger person, helps your mental become stronger. You understand more about yourself. We have to shock our bodies. We have to shock our situation. So if we don't wake up and just change it, it won't change. It's not going to be gradual. It has to be a change. Bam. You didn't go to the gym for the past 3 months. Wake up tomorrow and do it for the next 4 weeks. That's a shock. That's a, whoa, what the hell? What are we doing? No, not this morning too. Yes, this morning too. No, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. No, but yesterday we did it for 5 days. Well, we're going to do it for 6. Just completely take over. Well, you only ate salad yesterday. Well, I'm eating salad again today. Well, you fasted yesterday. Well, I'm fasting again today. Well, what am I going to do? You're going to wait until I tell you it's time to eat. And I'm going to fight through those moments where I feel hungry. Eat a piece of fruit. Because if you're really, really hungry, a piece of fruit can help you make the energy that you need to get to the next moment, to make it to the end of the day where you eat your full meal. I did this to shock my body because I got sick and tired of not seeing results. I got sick and tired of needing something externally to make me do something. I forced myself to change. I forced myself to deny those cravings. I forced myself to deny the lack of motivation. And now my mental is strong. I was weak-minded because I didn't understand what my body could do, because I wasn't happy with myself. Once you become happy with yourself, you don't need to prove anything to anybody. The words don't hurt anymore. You're not clouded as a person. You're not easily antagonized. It's a beautiful thing. You can definitely take what I've shown today and use it, and you can progress it as you'd like by yourself and move forward with your own understanding. Maybe you're just like me. Maybe you're smart enough. Maybe this is all you need. But there's a certain amount of progress that needs to be tracked in order to understand how to proceed. It is my responsibility to help you along this journey. The mental development also needs to be tracked and monitored. And sometimes you need to talk to somebody about that mental development, because there will become times where you get to a point and you don't understand why you're doing something, or you don't understand how to do something, or you don't understand why you can't allow yourself to get past this mental block. And you know that you were doing good for so long. These are the reasons why doing it on your own with the information that you have may not be the best idea. 3 months of growth that sparks the momentum needed to truly change your situation, to change your life. A lifestyle is what we are creating. That should be priceless to you. There is no price you can put on that. Invest in yourself. Give me a call. Let's discuss it. Your first consultation, a half hour, fully free with me. That's all we need. Give me a call. The number's down there. You click, you call me, we talk. I want this to be the beginning of your new life. I want this to be the beginning of the new you. I want you to be happy and excited about doing this. And once we can get you to that, we can get you happy and excited about continuing to do it. Give me a call. Let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me. I want you guys to be healthy. get your mind right, move your mind, move your body. Once we all understand that we help each other on this earth continuously with what we know, we share and help, then all of us become better, and we will see the likes of a world that we have yet to see, the greatness that we probably can only experience into not understanding the pyramids. When everybody works together, let's do it. I want one people. I want a world fit, all of us. That's my goal, and I want you to help me get there. Allow me to help you become fit, and we can slowly, surely expand our knowledge to help a world become fit. One, as all of us. Let's go, man. Let's not get too deep. Let's just dive into it. Let's just give me a call. We'll talk.